Okay, it doesn't really matter where I start, and certain decks will get more pulled from them than other decks. It just depends on how I feel and what I'm drawn to. And here's the weird thing. I shifted this deck from the first position to here, but I'm still drawn to pulling this card first. Oh wow, it's the man holding a coin, which was actually the last card out for Pisces, who I've just done the reading for. So this man wants to be back in the readings. And remember to check your moon and rising signs as well, guys, because you might find some really interesting messages there. This man could be an earth sign person that is around you or is playing a role in your life in this month. He can also be related to your finances one way or another, either in terms of being a person who gives you some sort of money. So this could be a new employer. He could be the tax man giving you a tax refund, or he could be a person within the family that is loaning or borrowing money. He could be borrowing it as well, although most times he is loaning it. He could also be someone who talks to or mentions things about an inheritance. He's not, has a bit of a funny look on his face, so I tend to think that sometimes he's got something going on with the money. He's not giving it out. He's holding it very close to his heart, which is what makes me feel that he's connected to emotions one way or another, and families perhaps. So he may not necessarily be about your career so much, but there might be something going on in your families, tied up with who has money or who gives money or who dictates about money. He seems quite in control, as if he wants to be the one who decides a fate of something. For some of you, he could be a new romantic partner, or he could already be your partner, or possibly a sibling and possibly a brother who has some sort of issue with finances or control around them as well. Let's pick another card and see what's happening. This is lovely. This is the Four of Wands. It's talking about the family, and we see there these could be both parents, and that is a child. So this is going back to this thing here about the sibling, and that looks like it possibly is a boy. Perhaps there's a child that needs your money or needs your help in this month as well, and it might be a boy. It may not be your own child. It could be a relative or someone that has a heartstring connection. So anyhow, the Four of Wands is a good card in terms of the home. So it talks about the home a lot. For some of you, this could be renovations, and this might be here tied in. Someone might be thinking of doing some renovations, and it could be yourselves, and you're thinking, how much is this going to cost? I'm not sure that I want to spend it. Some of you could be looking at purchasing homes, and you are wondering about how much work needs to be done on the home to bring it back to good living conditions. So if you are buying a home, also check on that. Do get a builder's report, because there might be something that needs to be structurally fixed. Also, if you're looking at commercial buildings or anything, there could be something here that needs to be fixed one way or another, and it could cost you a little bit of money. Those are other thoughts coming up. This does talk about happiness in the home. It can also refer to blended families moving in together, so family extensions. It could refer to social functions or outings or something associated with the family and the home. So perhaps attending extended families or cousins' parties or someone that you haven't seen in a while. It can also mean shifting home. So some of you might be literally moving home, and sometimes this is moving to a better feeling around your home. Knight of Cups, he is often a water sign like yourselves, Cancer, and he has something around his heart. So we have two cards where men, probably, it doesn't have to be a male though, are holding this emotional feeling close to their heart. This guy here can sometimes be the proposition of new love, so he could be associated with this one. It could be a water sign or an earth sign, or either of them rising or moons. They could be but tentatively new partners for you, or someone that is offering support and love and romance. It could be your partner already in life, and that you are just spending time with them, and it's a nurturing, healthy relationship. Anyhow, he's fairly genuine with his feelings, and he is a person who listens as well. He's very good at listening. The Six of Wands, so from the Four to the Six of Wands, victory and success. It's a wonderful card. It talks about exactly that. So I think there is some success tied in here too with the foundations and achievements, because that's achievements are success, victory and success. So you've got two cards denoting what would tentatively be quite good positive energies. And if you notice this rainbow here, it kind of joins down to this sun halo as well. So we're getting some sort of glimmer of refraction from the air or the sky, feeling like there's light in there, or there's hope, or there's positivity or happiness around something. This card can often turn up in terms of career success as well, so attaining things like your exam results, passing them, getting degrees or diplomas or certificates, having them passed and finalized. They can also reference getting a new job, so if you've applied for a job, this could be quite successful. Some of you, this could be the victory and success of purchasing this home, or undertaking these renovations, or having a new family come together, moving into the home. It could be about children as well. Nice couple of cards that have teamed up there together. Let's have a look over here at the soul's journey. Surrender. I can release my need to control. It's funny looking mandala, that one. The mandalas are quite powerful in this deck of cards. That one, to me, of all things, this is a wee bit odd, but I've worked in the laboratory for many, many years, and one of the things that you do there is you culture things and you grow them on an agar plate, and sometimes cultures look a little bit like that. So from my perspective, it's a very unusual mandala. But for some of you, this might really resonate with you and enable you to allow surrender in your life. It's a powerful thing when we surrender to knowing that we can't control everything, and that quite often timing is guided by the universe. It's a cautionary reminder for us to understand that all things happen as and when they're meant to, for the right reason at the right time. So there's a wonderful saying that you can utilize, and it's quite simple. It's everything is exactly as it is meant to be right now. And that enables the power of surrender. It enables you to accept whatever is occurring and let it be. And when we do that, a lot of fears or tensions or anxiousness or worry or depression, they subside into the background and they abate, and they allow the positive high vibrational energies to move in, such as happiness and joy and pleasure and engagement in things. So a nice card anyhow. Something to think about. So where to next, guys? Which one do you want me to pick next? I think this one. Wow, this is it. This is the same card. We're getting this happening quite a lot lately in the readings. The reading I've just done for Pisces is mind-blowing, what happens in their reading as well. But you've just got the Four of Wands coming out twice. This just categorically talks about the happiness, the bubbliness, the safe families, the feeling good, celebratory events, victory and success, groundedness. Your home is your castle, feeling as if that's the way. That's a great positive thing, and to get the card coming up twice is reaffirming all those messages. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if you guys are feeling it, but this color palette just goes beautifully together, these two cards. I think it's the yellow from here, picking it up and through here, but they just flow. So yellow might be significant for you in the solar plexus chakra area of your body, and that's through the mid-stomach region, and that's what gives you your strength and your power to be enabling things like surrendering and to not feel anxious or in fear, to know that you have control, like self-control over things without being afraid or worried. And also it gives you gut strength and insight, so trusting your insight as well. There might be something for some of you about trusting insight around this house issue, moving, people coming and going, decisions around the home, whether you're planning on building or renovation or buying one, any of those things. Lovely, lovely to see both of those such beautiful cards come out. This is very nice too. This is the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron, which is in the 3rd eye. And I was just talking about trusting your gut instincts with the yellow of this card. And then the next card that comes out, we get this embellishment of saying, yes, use your intuitive power. Because Cancer, being the water sign, you guys have got an innate ability to connect to psychic activity and to connect to your emotions and to really trust your intuition and your gut instinct. So tuning into that can give you amazing creative power and abilities. So for some of you, this could be the influx of a period of creativity and insight and awareness. Also, Metatron is a very powerful archangel. When these angels turn up in your readings, know that this is a time when you can connect with them and possibly ask for their assistance in various areas of your life that you feel you need either help or support or lift or emotional healing, one way or another. Metatron is also very, very good at working with the young people. So we've talked a bit about the young people in your life, like the children, the boys that I mentioned before. So if any of them are in need of any support or nurture or strength or uplifting, don't forget about asking the angelic realm for that to be as part of a journey or assistance. Let's see what the John Holland Psychic Tarot has. Another 4. So you guys now have 3 4s at the moment in your reading. So 4 could be relevant. Maybe your house number is going to be 4. Maybe there will be 4 people living in the home. Maybe it's in 4 weeks that it's happening. Maybe there's 4 people going to a function, so on, so on. You get the idea. This one, more of a beautiful greeny type feeling, which is about healing and rest and rejuvenation. This is the 4 of Swords. This can sometimes mean needing to take some time out to relax and wind down. It can also suggest doing exactly what he is doing, taking some time out in retreat, meditation to relax the body and the mind in particular, to allow new thoughts to come in, get into that state of daydreaming, which will help the creativity and help the flow of psychic awareness and messages for yourself as well. When you're in a state of rest and rejuvenation is quite often when you can connect with energies such as the angelic realm. This can sometimes mean you're going away too for like an intimate weekend or a getaway or a retreat. So travel might be on your mind. And for some of you, this can mean intimate. And there's also possibility of conception with this card around. So a pregnancy. But it can also mean the possibility of some sort of minor surgery as well. And sometimes this can be planned surgery. It can also lead to ideas of things like headaches maybe within yourself, or pain in and around the head, shoulders or neck. Let's see what the next soul journey is. Wow, this is one of my favorite things in life, and not enough people understand how fundamentally important that one word is: gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. That is so powerful. I will find the book and read for you what the gratitude is going to say, because I think sometimes the words printed in the book are as powerful as anything else. This soulful card is telling you that it is a time to stop, close your eyes, which is what this card just here said. He has stopped and he is closing his eyes. So that's a powerful connection. And become mindful of the incredible gift the universe has bestowed upon you in offering valuable and unique lessons tailored especially for your soul. This is an important reminder to express your appreciation for what has been, what will be, and most important, who you are. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's a plane going overhead. And I did say that this card down here often talks about going on a retreat or a trip, and some of you may do that via plane. I'll just come back to the words again. This is an important reminder to express your appreciation for what has been, what will be, and most important, who you are. It is time to acknowledge to the universe how thankful you are for being provided these opportunities for insight and understanding. It is also time for your soul to share recognition of all those loved ones in your life, upon the earth or in spirit, who have helped form who you are now. You may even find it helpful to begin to write a list of all the things you are grateful for in your life. When you put forth the contemplation and the energy to do this, it awakens thoughts that acknowledge your connection to all that is. By bringing yourself into a state of gratitude, it not only has a transforming effect on the energy in the sacred space surrounding you, but also brings about an overall sense of health and well-being. And that is, a lot of the words in there really matched with this card, and taking the time out to be in a state of appreciation or meditation and gratitude. And there is nothing more powerful than showing gratitude for the things that we have in our life. It's the simple thing of saying thank you or namaste. It shows gratitude, and that brings more and more into your life. So beautiful, powerful cards sitting side by side there. Where to next, guys? Which one next? Okay, this one. The King of Rods. So another person, a fire sign, usually associated with this. He can be quite entrepreneurial, a business owner or an employer possibly. For some of you, he could denote someone in your relationship sector, so possibly a partner already. He seems fairly ready for action when you feel this card and you see him. He's got thoughts on his mind. He's great about creativity. So again, this could be representing your own ability to fire up ideas or passions or creativity, or he's someone alongside you, whether he be your close partner or an employer or someone like a family friend. He's instigating something. He's instigating the need to, or the call to action one way or another. So I'm not sure. Let's see if we can get a clarifier on what action he's doing. Well, it might be that he creates some sort of ungrounding or destabilizing, because this Eight of Swords is feeling a bit tense about something. So whether or not he's pushing boundaries with his suggestion or idea, or he's a boss at work who could be creating a wee bit of tension for some of you, he might be saying, "No, come on, I need new ideas, you need new budgets, you need to find a solution for a problem." And you could feel that this is tying you up a little bit. So, and it definitely could be associated with your careers or your money, how you earn it, how you spend it, or how it comes into your home. But I think you need to be logical about this and understand that you do have some sort of power behind it. You have some expertise that has been learned or garnished over time, because that's what this card represents. Interesting that this is the 7 and that's the 8. So it feels as though it is around careers or money or something along those lines. Don't be caught up with this one. This card here tells us that we need to open our eyes and look a little bit further afield, because we do have perhaps the expertise, or possibly we even have the money if we're looking for starting a creative sector that's going to cost you something. You might be worried about the money, but yes, you have it here, or you have the ability to look after it or make it happen or dig it up from somewhere. Let us see a little bit more. Wow, you know, same column of activity here with the two angels. So you've now got the first chakra, Archangel Michael, in, and you had the sixth chakra, and there was something earlier that made me think about it, but perhaps I can't see it. So anyhow, two of our most loved, cherished and favoured archangels have turned up, Michael and Metatron. So these areas of your body also may need activation, healing or clearing. And it is interesting that I did say with this card you might feel headaches, eye aches, shoulders or pain. This can be relating to that area as well. So some of you feel as though you need to do a little bit of physical work or clearing away blockages or things that are stopping some sort of flow that you're looking for in your life. And I do think that this could be quite impactful here, this state of rest and connection to source energy and also to these guys. Michael is very good for protection. So if you have any need in the month to call in anybody for protecting either yourself, your family members, your home, which we've seen a couple of times, even though we get this really good feeling around your home, Michael can also come in to bless it and to promote it and to make action happen around it as well. So if something like a deal has stalled, or a property deal, or something you were wanting to purchase for your home, or some of these renovations or a loan, if that has stalled, Archangel Michael can be quite helpful in getting that moving again. Do remember this first chakra, the base chakra. So this is your hips, thighs, bladder, bowel, intestines, sex organs as well. Remember that those, if they're blocked, they'll stop your flow of creativity and your manifestation. So learn to open them up. Give them exercise in particular, and then give them equal amounts of exercise, rest, and love and care. Feed these parts of your body well, nurture them, exercise them, rest them, give them vitamins and minerals that are appropriate for them, and balance yourself out. But overall, really nice energies. The waiting game, the Two of Wands. So again, this is in our area of creativity or passion, ideas or knowledge, thoughts. This can be about opening something, bringing something from the thought paradigm down into this world. So creating your business ideas or entrepreneurial things, trying to write a book but failing to finish it at the moment, being blocked, or writer's block type thing, missing a piece of an ingredient, like in a cake. You need the flours, the eggs, the sugar and the syrup, and you're missing the syrup or the baking powder, and you think, damn, it's not going to work unless I get all of the pieces of information. So sometimes that means going away, doing a little bit more homework and doing more research into finding out what it is that you're missing, so that the waiting game is no longer stalled. And I usually find that that's what the problem is when we come across a stalling time. It's because something's missing. So go searching for the missing articles or the missing ideas or the missing partnership or whatever else. But overall, I think it's lent itself to a pretty positive, buoyant reading with lots of support around you that you can call on if there's anything that you don't think you like, or if you feel is stuck. Let's go for one final closing card. And I'm stuck because I don't know which card to pick. Go on, tell me guys, which one are you all aiming for? I'm thinking this one. Oh, well, I don't think I'll make that the end card. Yeah, so deceit is usually, it's him. Look at that creepy as yucky, ugh, he's horrid. Look at his hands. What's going on there with his hands? He's hiding something. We can't even see what it is. Watch out if there is someone around you that is like this. That number adds up to 7. It's very much like the 7 of Swords. So I'm not going to finish with that one. But be careful. We've had a couple of 7s in. This one is very good representation of the 7 energy. And this one, of course, had that slight feeling of, you know, a bit of anxiety or nervousness or worried about something. Well, this guy's creepy as hell. Let's just get rid of him. If he's around, be careful. Don't deal with him. Watch your money. Watch your bank accounts. Be careful who you make your dealings with. And I think this is towards the end of the month anyhow. If it's yourself, then you need to think carefully about what it is you're doing that could be deceitful and think twice. I don't think that's a good idea. That's a better one to finish on. We're back in the rounded number of 6. We have the Daughter Romance. We've seen that a little bit possibly with the Knight of Cups, and you had some other males around as well, like this, the King of Rods. You've had this home card turn up. The home card can mean moving to a happy home. It can mean attending things like weddings. It can mean the bridal home. So for some of you, there is this kind of connection to love, romance, partnerships in the air. And we've seen it through the whole thread of the reading, starting at the very beginning and coming through. So I think this one just says there could be romantic energies in the air. And we've, as I said, we've seen them. Also remember, romance can be with yourself as well. So to learn to love yourself, feel this happy, bubbly, buoyant energy in the realm of love, quite frankly. So a nicer way to finish than that creepy one below. I'm just going to leave him down there. He's yuck. And you know, this beautiful gratitude card is absolutely glorious. Your 2 4s of the 4 of Wands with the happy homes, the families, potentially, as I say, possibly weddings, events like that. And also the other 4, which is talking about this lovely rest and rejuvenation. Victory and success are yours for the month if you are prepared to put a bit of work in, I think, and look behind what the things that you can't necessarily see straight away, and you'll find it there for you. Just be wary of a few creepy characters, but in fact, he's the perfect energy to, I'll cross it over that way, because this guy here, Archangel Michael, is the perfect one to put a stop on that type of energy as well. So do utilize it if you need to. So there we are, Cancer. That's your reading for May. Thank you all for joining me. Lots of good information in there. Do check out your moon and rising signs as well. Take care, everyone. Have a great May. Thanks for joining the channel. And thanks for leaving your comments, because we all love to read them and hear your stories and what's going on.